So guys, this is Sid, and I have decided to make a tutorial. It will be a continuous tutorial, obviously. Tutorial about Redstone. And so for this, I'm going to teach us everything about Redstone. Let's go to the Redstone Ready world because it's very convenient for this. And so whether you're new to Redstone and you have no clue what it is, or if you just want to learn new tricks with it, I can help with that. This episode is going to cover some pretty basic stuff. I plan to maybe do 5-minute episodes, so yeah. About, more or less. Okay, so I'm assuming you've played Minecraft before. You know at least what all this stuff is. I'm just getting out one of everything, by the way. Okay, this is redstone. You can place it on the ground, and it is wire, basically. It carries electricity, power, whatever you want to call it. Now for power sources, we have levers, pressure plates. Let me get a solid block. We have buttons. We have the redstone torch. What else do we have? And I think that's about it. Lever. Okay, so redstone torch makes power. Lever, you can toggle the power. Buttons, you press them and they provide power for I think 1 second. Maybe they made it longer. Pressure plate, stand on it to make power. Now, there's also the wooden button and wooden pressure plate. Some interesting things about these. A wooden pressure plate can be activated normally by standing on it, or, as you just saw, by having an item land on it. A stone pressure plate can be activated by standing on it, but items have no effect. Wooden button, same as a stone button, but you can activate it with a bow, and then you shoot the arrow, and I think as long as the arrow is there, the button stays pressed. Or I guess apparently near it works too. Okay, well it seems like the hitbox might be a little bit off for the wood button. But anyways. So now that we know how to make power, let's find out some things about it. Let's keep our F3 up just for the sake of it. So power from any source or relay. This is a redstone repeater. What it does, it converts low power to a max high power. Now I use these terms to tell what the power can do. For example, low power, well any power, can go 15 blocks. So there's 15 pieces of redstone here, and then all of a sudden it just doesn't go anymore. So here, if we put a door here, it goes. If we put a door here, we're right at the edge. Still goes fine. Oh, okay, we weren't quite at the edge. Here. Yep. But here, beyond the 15 block limit, there's no power in this wire. Now, this is where redstone repeaters come in. They reset the signal and set up to a full 15, so it can go 15 more now. And so you can just keep repeating that pattern. Sorry, my phone's ringing. Okay, well, so we can also, so after we reset the power with repeaters, we can have it go another 15 blocks. Now, all power sources will give you the same 15 block limit. Doesn't matter what you use as your power source, it has the same limit. Oh, there's the other power source, tripwire. Tripwires are weird. But yeah, 15 block limit, same for everything. Okay, next, high and low power. So, any power source will make high power, but that's kind of specific. Basically, high power, I like to think of it high power. Let's see some low power first, actually, so we can see. Redstone wire makes low power. Low power goes into a block, gets turned into nothing. A redstone repeater puts out high power. High power goes into a block, goes through. So there's how you use repeaters. You can use them to send power through a block. And repeaters can send power through most blocks with a few exceptions. They can't do glass, and they can't do anything else that makes that sound when you break it, basically. So that means no glass, no glowstone, no ice. I'm probably forgetting something. They also can't send power through blocks that aren't solid. For example, it won't let me place it, but ferns, fences, anything that obviously doesn't take up the full block isn't going to get power. Crafting tables do conduct electricity. Chests don't. See, you can basically tell if it takes up the full box, it generally does. Takes up the full box, so it does. Doesn't take up the full box. Basically, full size and not glass E. It's pretty intuitive what does and doesn't conduct power. Okay, and I guess thus concludes this tutorial. Bye, guys.